What's going on? I'm trying to put something together now. I just my son woke up. I tried to come out here real quick before he got up. But that didn't work, so I had to get him something to snack on. What app you use? I'm using the Daily Grind tools. They got PrizePicks, they got Underdog, they got Parlay Play. So I just started using this app. Well, I just started using this on the computer, so I'm still trying to learn how to do all the filters and stuff. I usually do it on my phone. I'm trying to stop doing parlays too. I need to start doing more straight bets because I've been losing. Let's see, does this one have vivid picks on here? I don't have vivid picks, so let me know what you want to see and I'll go ahead and show you. You want to see NBA games, college football. Let's take a look at the NFL. So if you're not familiar with the Daily Grind tools, what it does is compares all the sports books together. Let me zoom in on it. It compares all the sports books together and shows you who has the favorable odds where you make the most money at. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care which, I try to play it on the ones that I can make the most money on, but I play the ones where I had the money on the app. So for example, if we're looking at this Garrett Wilson play, it got him going under. Got him going under 5.5 receptions. They say the odds of hitting is 55.46. On Vivid Picks, they got it at a minus 142. At Pinnacle, you got it at 155. FanDuel 114. DraftKings 145. MGM 155. Caesars 129. Bravado 135. Fliff 160. So if I was gonna play this, I would play it on Fliff since this is what I have. And they're just saying that this is the favorite. You got Garrett Wilson. You got Aaron Rodgers under 34 pass attempts. I always tell people a broke clock is right twice a day. So that's my whole theory when it comes to sports betting. I use these tools. Sometimes I do go with my gut. But at the end of the day, once I hit send and put that money in, you just waiting. So I don't really believe in something that's a lock. I don't believe in like something that's guaranteed because no matter what, the player still got to play. And I've seen crazy shit happen where it's like, okay, I know you were supposed to get that extra rebound. Why is you standing behind the three-point line and not crashing the board? So I just try to hope that I win more than I lose. So right now, these are the most so I guess Vivid Picks got a promo on Jordan Love. I don't even think I bet on T. Higgins last week. But I've been dogged before by a lot of people. Whoever bet on Joker over last night got dogged. So yeah. And even that, so like, yeah, that is a lock, but man, even crazier things have happened. Like, what if he get hurt on the first play? Just handing the ball to a running back. But yeah, 99.9% of the time, Jordan Love is a lock. So right now, what it's showing you, these are the sharp plays. These are the most profitable plays on Vivid Picks. So you got Jordan Love over. Of course, he should throw for 1 yard. Garrett Wilson under 5.5 receptions. Aaron Rodgers under 34 receptions. DK Metcalf under 5. Devontae Adams. Did I just say him? Oh, no, that was Garrett Wilson. So, yeah, they got Devontae Adams over 5. You got Jackson Smith, Nujab. I don't even know how to say that. I ain't even going to mess it up. You got him going under 6. You got Bo Nix under 22.5 pass completions. And you got Jonathan Taylor under rush and reception TDs. So what they say is 54 or higher is good. Like, I be following the guy that created this on YouTube. And he say, you know, anything over 54 and higher is good. But like I say, a broke clock is right twice a day. So I followed this thing religiously and I won. And and then sometimes I've seen a player and I'm like, you know what? I've been watching this game. I've been watching them play the last couple games. I'm going to do the opposite and I've won. So either way, yeah, anything can happen. But I use this as a data point to just look at all the other ones. So if I see that most of them are taking this as the favorite, I try to play it too. Also, the cool thing about this website is that if you're busy and you don't have time to do research and just scroll down like I did, they have a AI slip generator that makes these slips for you. So all the AI slip generator does is pull from these tools and make you a slip. I live in Florida, so the rules are different for PrizePicks. So I usually make most of my money with this AI slip generator off of Fliff. So they got like a PrizePicks slip right here. This is an esport. I got to see if Vivid is good in Florida. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. I started sports betting in January. I was a car salesman. I ended up getting fired in September. But in January, I was working for a Toyota dealership. And my cousin introduced me to PrizePicks. And I ended up getting sick in January. My son got sick, so I ended up getting a cold. And I didn't have a job in January because I knew I didn't want to go back to Toyota. So all I did was start making sports betting videos. Oh, you live in Florida too? Okay, cool, yeah. So I got to check out Vivid Picks now that I know that you live in Florida. I'll tell you what I use. I use PrizePicks. I use Dabble. Dabble is my favorite one. I use Sleeper Picks. I use Hard Rock Bet. I use Parlay Play. I use Underdog. I use Fliff. It's a new one called Boom Fantasy. I use that one. And then I use Betr. I just don't like Betr because, well, I like it, but I don't like apps that I gotta get my whole slip right to win. I like to be able to flex my plays to protect my money. because that's how I ended up growing my bankroll. Like I said, I started out, I didn't have a job. So I made sports betting videos to get people to sign up for my promo code. I used that money to bet with. So I was trying to protect that as much as possible. So I was hitting a lot of flex plays. People started calling me the king of 2 out of 3s. No, like I was betting, I was small time better, so I wasn't making nothing to pay the bills with, but it taught me that it's like, okay, cool. I can make this content, people to sign up, I get free money to gamble with. Then I knew it was a way that like it had to be a way for us to win more than we lost. And then I knew it had to be, if it was PrizePicks, it had to be more than one app that we could use. So I just started doing a whole bunch of research and I came across the Daily Grind DFS optimizer and I started using it. So I took my winnings and I paid for the first month. And then I think the first week I ended up hitting and I ended up like just started winning more. Then they shut PrizePicks down in Florida, I want to say around like March. So then I stopped making sports betting content. I started selling cars at another dealership. Still struggling selling cars, but I still kept sports betting. But I finally signed up for the AI slip generator. They had a sale. I got the first month for $99 and I ended up hitting on Fliff. I ended up turning $1 into 300. Yeah, they do. Like the people that I've been following, they making more money than like I was making at my 9 to 5. I'm not shit. I don't have no job now. But that's just because like I suffer for something I call it 9 to 5 phobia. I used to be a man, every job, I'm 39 years old. I've been working since I was 21. There's never been a job that I like. And like I didn't realize it until 2022. My very first job was at McDonald's. I bought a yeah, my very first job at McDonald's, I was making $7.25. I had no responsibilities. I still lived with my dad. And I knew that that $7.25 wasn't enough. So with my very first check, I bought a CD burner. Cause I'm like, I need to make more money. This is at 18 with no responsibilities. So fast forward, I went to school for mass media communication. I ended up dropping out because like it's hard for me to learn when I'm hungry. So when I was in school, they had me doing core classes. I needed to make some money, so I dropped out and I started working 2 jobs. I started working 2 jobs. I ended up moving back home, and I went to school for audio engineering. So really, my passion is music, entertainment. So like on this channel, I do sports betting videos, I do comedy videos, I promote my cousin's music. I just like that's my whole passion. I create to escape. So I try to do audio engineering, but once again, that's that type of stuff that you got to do for free. When you first starting out, you working for free, and it's like, man, you can't teach me nothing when I'm trying to make some money and I'm hungry. So I ended up quitting that, and I got a job at a juvenile detention center. From 2009 to 2013, I worked at a juvenile detention center in Georgia. I was good at the job, but I was only making $10 an hour. I was working 16-hour shifts, just grinding it out, because I'm thinking, I was always taught, you get a good job with benefits. Man, that shit, like, that's the wrong thing to tell people. 2013, I moved to Florida. My daughter was born in 2014. I'm starting to realize now I'm making a little bit more money in Florida, but I'm still not making enough. I'm starting to hate the job. I'm starting to hate my situation. I'm barely making enough to take care of my family. So around 2017, I got frustrated with being a juvenile detention officer, and I got my CDL. But I never wanted to drive over the road. I didn't want to leave my family. Like I'm an introvert. I like being at home. I don't like being away, so I like being at home. In truck driving school, my instructor told me one thing I never forget it. He said, Russ, if you drive trucks locally, you're gonna be driving 2 trucks. You're gonna be driving the hand truck and the big truck. So my first job with my CDL, I was working for Budweiser. I think I was making like $2,400 a month. I'm beating up my body. I'm pushing and pulling thousands of cases, putting them in the stores, rotating the cases. I'm starting to realize that I can't do this for the rest of my life, because eventually I'm going to break down. My back is going to give out. My knees is going to give out. And what am I going to do? Again, not wanting to go on the road, I quit there after 6 months, and I started working for Pepsi. Pepsi, now I'm starting to make $3,200 a month. And I'm like, I'm okay with it at first. But then once I started delivering, so Pepsi, the rule was with Pepsi, as soon as you deliver all your cases, you get to go home. So of course I'm knocking that shit out because I'm ready to go home. Once they seen how good of a worker I was, they started throwing more cases on my truck. So I started to get frustrated with that. The crazy part, what really made me frustrated with that, that's when I started to get educated about where I live at. I started to find out that I live in one of the lowest paying counties in Florida. I live in Daytona Beach. I found out that people in Orlando delivering the same cases was making more money than me. So that started to piss me off. I'm going to these stores and these foreign store owners can't write checks. So I got to write the check out for myself. So I'm writing a check on Monday for like $3,000 worth of product. And I'm like, damn, I just wrote a check for more than I'm going to make all month. And this is just one store. And this is just Monday. I got to come back to this store on Wednesday. So I got frustrated with doing that. So I was just like, forget it. I'm about to drive over the road. I found something called drive away. That's when you pick up a vehicle from point A, you take it to point B, and they promised me that I was going to be able to control my schedule. I was going to be able to do what I want. But my very first load, they had me stuck in New York. And that's when I realized, man, I can't keep doing this. I got to bet on myself. I got to take matters into my own hands. And that's when I started working for like several different companies. I started playing those companies against each other. And that's when I really started being profitable, because I would drive 20 hours a day, which is illegal. My logbook was my phone, so I was able to manipulate that to make it look like I was always, legal. I would pick up the vehicle from point A, I would take it to point B, and I would do that like multiple times during the week. I've been through the time zones by air and by land 3 or 4 times. I did that for 5 years, and I got burnt out by doing it. We ended up having a son. So I stopped driving and I came back to work in Daytona Beach. I was a door-to-door salesman for 8 months. That was a struggle. Going from being able to make all the money that you want, controlling your schedule. I used to work when I was driving, I would work like 6 or 7 months out the year. I'm gonna get back to the picks. I'm just giving like a little backstory about me and my hustle and my drive. So after I got burnt out over the road for 5 years, driving 20 hours a day, flying back and forth throughout this country, I came back and I started working as a door-to-door salesman. That was a struggle. That was a struggle. I wasn't making the same amount of money that I was on the road. Now I'm working every day. I got to deal with these numbers. I got to make these sales. I ended up quitting that, and that's when I got into car sales. I started to realize too, again, I live in one of the lowest paying counties in Florida. So that means that most of the people here are not making any money. That means that their credit is probably bad. And the banks limit the amount of money that you can make on somebody with bad credit. So that's what I was running into a lot. And I started to get frustrated with that. And like I say, it's hard for me to learn when I'm hungry. And you telling me that I got to keep making these phone calls over and over and over again to people that I know I'm not going to be able to make any money off of. That was frustrating to me. So this channel used to be a car channel. It used to be called CARSRUS. I had over 1,000 plus videos. I still have some car videos from Volvo and Toyota. But when I went to Nissan, I had over 1,000 plus videos of just about Nissan product alone. And once they fired me, they sent me a cease and desist letter. So I had to delete over 1,000 videos, 1,000 plus pictures. And that's when I completely rebranded this channel to Russ Bets on Russ, because the only time I was ever successful is when I bet on myself. And hell, I'm doing sports betting videos. So that's how I got the name of this channel, Russ Bets on Russ. So let's check out this Betr. This is an AI slip generator. A link to Daily Grind is in the description. I have you use the promo code BetOnRush, you get 25% off the AI slip generator or the DFS optimizer, whichever one you choose. I've been making videos and I finally made enough videos that caught their attention. So now I'm an affiliate with them. So I get paid commission anytime somebody sign up using these tools. So I'm gonna start making more videos where I go live showing these tools. I'm gonna do it both ways. I'm gonna do it like this vertical way, and I got my laptop, so I also start streaming with the laptop as well. But what this AI slip generator does is pulls from the DFS optimizer and it puts together the most profitable slip for you, and it gives it a score. So this one, the profit margin is 12.98%. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't pay attention to those numbers like that. I just go straight to the players. So sometimes I tell the whole slip, or sometimes I take what I like. So for me, I'm kind of impatient. I really don't like having to wait for tomorrow's games. So if I was gonna do this slip, I would just take this Toronto Maple Leafs. I would take Mitch shots on goal under 2.5. And I would take this UFC play since it's tonight. You only bet what you can afford to lose. So like with Betr, since we don't have the flex option in Florida, I only bet like $2. I used to bet $5, then I went on a losing streak, and I was like, I'm gonna just slowly grind my bankroll back up. So yeah, like this Jameis Winston passing attempts, I like this one because I think maybe like 3 weeks ago he passed for over like 55. I think he did 55 passing attempts. And then this one is New Orleans Saints plus 3.5 second quarter spread. So I'm about to I'm gonna just run this Jameis Winston as a straight. I'm going to run this Jameis Winston as a straight. So this is the Fliff app. So like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna show you. So like this is what I ran earlier. I ran Alexis, whatever his last name is, under 2.5 shots. Of course, he went over and lost. I also played it as a straight. And I got these straight from this is Fliff. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of like Vivid Picks too. It's like, it's a sweepstakes type of app. So I really like Fliff because they always kind of be behind the market. Like I say, this is when I really start getting into these. This is what really made me start getting into the daily grind tools. I turned $1 into 300. So basically this 300 that you see is the money that I won from like a couple months ago. I just been either losing and rebuilding it back up. And then I did take some money. No, I haven't withdrawn this one. So yeah, I've been losing and building it back up. But I really been making some money just by using the AI slip generator. So yeah, I lost another one. Kobe Johnson, I had him going over 7.5 points. I bet 5 on that. So like I say, a broke clock is right twice a day, and just because you get these picks from this AI slip generator does not mean that they will hit. I just know that over time I've hit more than I lost. So what I'm about to do now, just since I have been on a losing streak, I'm about to play this Jameis Winston as a straight. I'm really confident in him going over. So I just come find the game. You navigate over to what this is, player props. Scroll down where we looking for passing attempts. There we go. Jameis Winston over. We got that at 1.5. So you bet 5 to win 434. That's what really been stopping me from doing straight bets. But like I say, I'm going to slowly build up my bankroll one win at a time. So I'm going to take this bet. Jameis Winston over 35 passing attempts. So the good thing also too about this AI slip generator, that if you do have your PrizePick account signed in, it's just a quick click on it and it'll automatically bring up the slip for you. I'm not signed in to PrizePicks on my phone. I mean on this laptop. But yeah, there you go. That's the slip right there, I think. Do you have Dabble? No, you say just Vivid. I go back over to Vivid and see what they got for you. Yeah, the rules for PrizePicks in Florida makes me not want to use it. So that's why, like, when I do, I usually do 2-man slips on PrizePicks. Just because they don't have that flex option. If you do like a 5 or 6 pick, you gotta get all 6 right. And if you get like 5, if you get 5 out of 6 right, they just give you your bet back. And I want to get up some kind of profit. So Vivid, the only thing changed that looked like from earlier, they got Devontae Adams going under 6 receptions. They added Bo Nix on here. Bo Nix under 22. No, he was on here the last time. So they put Justin Herbert. I don't remember seeing Justin Herbert. They got Justin Herbert under. The last couple times I've been watching him, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. You got Aaron Rodgers under. You got Young Ho Koo going over 1.5 field goals. You You got James Cook. You want me to start back at the top and you just like take down the first 5 or 6? Oh yeah, you gotta do that on Jordan Love. So like my strategy when I get like a free play like that, I just try to use that in a 2-man slip just because he's already free. So I try to find somebody else that I'm confident in. So you want to see the first. So you got Devontae Adams under 6. You got DK Metcalf under 5. And like I say, this tool, all it does is just compare it back to the other sports books. So you see you got DK Metcalf going under at under 5. This is another sports book that says, you know, under 4.5 at plus 106 odds. Another one that's under 4.5. You got another one. Just so many different ones. These are just different data points that help you make your bet. So if they're saying that him getting 4.5 receptions is the underdog, that means that Vegas is saying that he's going to get under. So for Vivid Picks to have it under 5, if he goes under 4.5, he's obviously went under 5. That's how I look at it. That's like the simplest way I could break it down. Sign up for Dabble. I got a link. No, it ain't no link. Just download the app and then use promo code CARSRUS. They give you $25 just for signing up. Dabble is you get a chance to do the flex option with Dabble. Like I'll show you a Dabble slip right now. So you got DK Metcalf. You got Jackson under 6. You got Bo Nix. So you got to learn American odds. I did not know. See, let me show you. Let me show you. So you see this negative 137, and then you got a positive 106. I remember watching these sports, like I remember watching these and never knowing what the hell they meant. So once I started sports betting, I had to find out what it means. The negative means that it is the favorite. That's what Vegas thinks is going to happen. So for the under of 106, Vivid is saying that the odds are 137. Each one of these sports books make their own odds. So let me see what this 105 is. This 10, where we at? We at DK Metcalf. Let me click on it. So we at DK Metcalf. FanDuel is saying that at plus 108. So they think that the plus is the underdog. They don't think that's going to happen. Now, obviously, you make more money by betting on the underdog. So if you bet that he goes over 4.5, you're going to make more money if he does go over 1.5. That's why you got the plus. Now, if you bet, like I'm not good at math, so this is a perfect example. So when you bet something in the minus, they feel like the odds of this happening is more likely. So I bet $5 just to win 434. But if that was plus 115, I would get like maybe $10, and the payout would be $10 and like 15 cents. So I would get my money back. So I would profit $5. That's basically the difference in the plus and the minus. So with this, it's saying that FanDuel has the better odds only if you want to take that going over 4.5. But as you can see, compared to like other sports books, they don't think that's gonna happen. You got MGM. Is this bet MGM? Yeah, this bet MGM. They saying that that's the underdog. Caesars is saying that 4.5 is a favorite at one and minus 117. You got Bravado saying minus 103. So for me, if I was gonna take this bet, I'm looking at it like I got five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 different sports books that's saying that this is hard to happen at 4.5. So like the smart bet, that's basically what this tool is showing you what the smart bet is. This one does, let me see if it has money line on here. Stat type. So I think this is mostly for player props. I know Fliff does sometimes have money lines. But I gotta find, that's one thing I do have to find. I have to find me an app that does the money line. But if you download the Fliff app, this does have point spreads. It does have money lines on, no, I don't think, this don't have money lines either. But it does have point spread. Yeah, this is mostly like player props and game props. Like total touchdowns. I need to find something that does. Let me go back to it. So yeah, for that DK Metcalf example, the smart bet would be to take the under, just by looking at all the data points from the other sports books. So just always remember, negative means it's the favorite. That means Vegas thinks this is what's gonna most likely happen. Positive means it's the underdog. So the higher the positive, so if this was like plus 1,000, that means they think it's never going to happen. And the odds of this happening is astronomical. That's why we're willing to take your money if you make this bet. That's why, oh, matter of fact, what's the game? Shit. The Thursday night football game, man. I lost so much money on that dumbass game. So the Thursday night football game, they did not score a touchdown. Somebody bet, I think they bet $10 that nobody would score, and they won 1,000. Because it was like plus 1,000 something odds, plus 10,000 odds. So that's the same thing with the minus. The higher the minus sign is, the lower your payout is going to be. So let's see. So like another strategy that I've been using too, since I learned what these American odds look like, I'll try to find the most, the negative ones and put them in a slip for PrizePicks. So like here go another example, like for like when you doing parlays. So I got the Bucks at minus 175 to beat the Hawks, and I got the Thunder at minus 240. But when you put them together, it's at plus 123. So I bet 520 to win 1158. Then what is this one? This is a double one. The odds is plus 16. So I got Giannis getting a double, Jalen Johnson getting one, then I got Sengun and Hardenstein to get a double. You want to see any other sport for Vivid Picks? Yeah, I feel like they should win too. That's why, like I said, you only bet what you can afford to lose. I put $5.20 on there. I'm not that big type of bankroll player. This ain't that type of channel yet. I'm just slowly building up my bankroll, one win at a time. So I put 520 on it. Let's see, NHL. Since you live in Florida, really check out that Dabble app. You'll be able to do 6-man slips and you'll be able to flex it. Like I say, with Dabble, they'll give you $25 to sign up. This is my Dabble account. They gave me 25 to start this out. Like I said, I had no job when I started sports betting. I signed up, I got that $25, and I only deposit $25. I had this since January. I've only deposited $25 in this app since I got it. The rest of this money is wins and people signing up with my promo code. Dabble is like a social media, it's like Facebook for sports bettors. You can copy other people. Let's see. So this is like your news feed. You can copy people. And right now they got this special going on to the end of December that if somebody copies your play and they bet over 50 cents, they pay you 5 cents every time somebody copies your slip. So for this one, he got already, no matter what, win or lose, just because 159 people copied his slip, he has made $5 already. Win or lose. I think last week I ended up getting like $49 because people copied my plays. And this is what I was saying about the referral. If you sign up using my promo code, you'll get $25 just to start out with. As soon as you make your first bet, I'll get $10. Let's see, go back. And this is what I got going live now. Damn, it's already at halftime. Jalen Johnson, you messing me up. Now it's in the second quarter. So that's like a 4-man. So like I say, hedge means you flexed it. Oh yeah, I appreciate those likes, by the way. So hedge means that it's like my flex option. So if Damian Lillard come through and whoever this college player come through, I will win $2.50. I always like to hedge just to be safe. Damn, so who messed it up for me? Damn, he had to score 3 more points. So same type of PrizePicks layout. If I hedge this at $5, this is a 6-man slip for PrizePicks, $125, same type of payout. So sign up for Dabble using my promo code. Dabble is good. Another thing I like about with these hockey promos, with these hockey player props, sometimes they will tie. I like pushes. When they add that 0.5, that's what really be killing us. So according to this, Vivid Picks got the best payouts for making these bets on these players because they got it at -140. Pinnacle got it at -222. So like I told you, the higher the number is after the minus, the lower your payout is going to be. If you were to make this bet as a straight bet, your payout would be lower. But if you want to parlay them, I say, you know, like you say, just take the top 4 or 5 or take the top 6. So I use Daily Grind to, what it basically does is, let's see. Yeah, it's like a cheat sheet. It takes all the different sports books, it scans the market for all the different sports books, and it shows you the best odds to play it at. So Maine got it on Picks. That's what the app that he used. So the odds of Thomas Hurley going over 2 on Picks is at 140. Yeah, similar to Odds Jam. Matter of fact, they're all the same thing because I had Odds Jam too. They're basically the same thing. But I just like the layout better of Daily Grind. So it's really all a preference. I ended up signing up for Odds Jam too, but once I seen that they both was the same thing, I was like, I'm gonna just pick which one is easier for me to read. And this was easier for me to read. And for me, I just got this laptop, so I will be streaming from the laptop as well. But for me, I like looking at it on the phone. So if you think that this looks good on the computer, it really looks better to me on the phone. But yeah, it just breaks it down and show you, compares the odds. So for to make that most profitable bet, it's saying that it's best to make it on Picks. That's why it's good to have multiple sports books. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't be caring. I might bet, you know, I don't have Picks, so I would take these same picks and I would bet it on Fliff. I just want to win. I just want to win. I'll be right back. I got to check on the kids. I was hoping that my son was going to stay asleep so I can come out here and do this. But it's like soon as I set up everything, I heard those I heard those feet. I heard those feet hit the ground and run towards the door. You can't come out here. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So if you sign up for Daily Grind, I got the link in the description. You use the promo code BetOnRuss, they will give you 25% off your first month. So yeah, this is Picks. So these are the ones with the best odds to win. You got Jason Zucker going over 2 shots on goal. You got Matthew going over. You got Gustav going over. You got Kale going under. Only bet what you can afford to lose. Cause there's been some times like when I first started and I like I say, I still had to learn all of the American odds. I would just go pick the ones with -200 and I'm like, man, of course I'm about to win this one. And then I lost. So anything can happen. Like, I just trust these tools. So these are the top, what they got for vivid picks for hockey. Let's check out college football. They got college football. They got Miles Price under 24.5 receiving yards. And that's compared to FanDuel and MGM. So for the first so what I did for the 59 a month, and then for the AI slip generator, I'm just go ahead and tell you, if you're gonna get that one, use promo code FM99. You get the AI slip generator for $99. The normal price for the AI slip generator is $2.99, and I feel like it is worth it. But when I started out sports betting, I did not have the money to gamble. So the only reason why I started making money is because I started making content. So for if you you got other bills, if you gambling on a budget, and I know like that's probably crazy to say, if you're gambling on a budget, use promo code FM99. Get the AI slip generator the first month for $99. And yeah, and the only reason why I say that too is because it's gambling. Like, this is not 100%. If this was 100%, I would say hell yeah, get it, pay $2.99. But like, I can't guarantee that you're gonna win, because like, I don't win every time. You will lose. You will lose a lot. But the whole point of this is to win more than you lose. So yeah, I got the if you use Bet on Russ, the promo code Bet on Russ for the DFS optimizer, the one that's 59, you get 25% off. But for that, yeah, use my link. I get paid. I'm a daily grind affiliate. But I gotta keep it real because I know how it feels to start off betting. Cause like I said, I had no money when I started betting. I had no job. But I knew that I got to hustle. I got a YouTube channel and I can talk. So now I'm an affiliate with Daily Grind. I get paid commission if you sign up using my link. That's my affiliate link. So you get 25% off the DFS optimizer. And then to get the AI slip generator, use FM99. Because these tools are expensive. Right. But I like to keep it real with people. Like, I ain't just going even that's how you know that like I'm keeping it real, because like I say, I get paid commission, and of course I'm gonna get paid more if you pay $2.99. But like I say, I understand that when you first starting out, or hell, even if you ain't starting out, you got other bills, and it's Christmas time, so it's like, yeah, get it for $99. My first week using the AI slip generator, I turned $1 into 300, and I've been keeping it ever since. Cause I hit maybe like one or two, maybe 3, 5-man on PrizePicks and get $125. So I take that money. I treat it like a business. So I take that money and I'll roll it over. And I'm like, cool, it paid for itself. As long as it can keep paying for itself. So I don't do arbitrage betting just because I don't really have all those apps. But arbitrage betting is good. From like what I've been watching and just comparing it, I'll be like, damn, I wish, like, we the United States. Why we don't have all these apps legal in every state? Arbitrage betting is good because it's basically You can't lose. If they win, a broke clock is right twice a day. That's my favorite saying when it comes to sports betting. A broke clock is right twice a day. So with arbitrage betting, you on both sides of time and you're gonna win each time. But since Florida, the rules are different. We don't have FanDuel. We don't have MGM. We don't have Caesars. So I can't really take advantage of the arbitrage betting. But best believe, if I had those apps available, I would arbitrage bet every time. It's a guy on Twitter, I think his name is the Arb Father. And that's all he does is arbitrage bet. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had these apps. I wish I had these apps because I would do it. He does it with a big amount, but I always think, okay, if you start off small, you can grow it by doing the same thing that he's doing. But we don't have those apps. And then our rules are different too. So in PrizePicks, Florida is what they call an arena state. So we don't have a flex option. We don't have a flex option until you get to the 5 or 6 man. And even that is not a true flex option because if you get 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 5, they just give you your money back. Yeah, Fliff. I love Fliff now. At first, I did not like using Fliff. But like I said, when I got the AI slip generator and I turned that 1 into 300, I'm like, man, I got to learn how to use this app. I got a video on the channel that shows you how to make player props using Fliff. Matter of fact, let's go look at Fliff right now. Man, we got to get that together. We got to be the United States. Every state needs to have every one of these sports books so we can win. So I know you found my channel because of sports betting, but this channel is like a variety show. I do comedy videos. I do sports betting videos. I got videos where I express my frustration with jobs. I got something that's called 9-to-5 phobia. I'm 39 years old. I've been working for the last 21 plus years, and I have never liked any of my jobs. And like it's a mental struggle at this point now because I woke up and I realized that like the only time that I was ever successful in my life is driving over the road, being away from my family, and I used to drive 20 hours a day. I did that for 5 years straight and it burnt me out. And that's when I realized it's like, wow, you got to be able to make money and make that money work for you. And that's what I did for those 5 years. I made more money in those 5 years than I ever did just like working a 9-to-5 every day. So like when I stopped driving over the road, I kind of had that epiphany. It was like, damn, so I've been working this whole time and not making anything, barely getting by. And I worked less, but I worked more and I made more. So I got something on here called the Mad Rabbit Shorts where I just talk about my frustration with jobs in a creative way. I went to school for mass media communication, so I'm gonna start doing more of these videos. Yeah, it was a lot of stress than you being away from your family. So yeah, let me show y'all another thing I use for my sports betting research. I use Outlier. Now I definitely like Outlier better over the phone. Like I said, I just got this laptop, so I'm still yeah, I went to school for mass media communication, so I originally wanted to be on radio and TV. I never really wanted to be on camera, but like I say, life forces you to do stuff that you don't want to do. So once I got off the road and I started being a door-to-door salesman, I'm like, man, I gotta make something. I gotta do something. So I came up with the catchphrase, I create to escape. I had another YouTube channel. I gave up on it. Oh yeah, Outlier is definitely golden. Like what we're looking at right now, the overall, what am I trying to say? Oh, just how they giving you this The over hit in 13 of Memphis' last 17 games. The over 228 points. So like me looking at that, I'm like, cool, I'll bet the over on that because it happens 76% of the time. So you just betting on the odds. But like I say, a broke clock is right twice a day, so only bet what you can afford to lose. Outlier is pretty cool because let me see what else it does. Like I said, I'm still learning how to use Outlier on a laptop. I've been using it on my phone for the last 11 months. So let's go to player props. Let me put a refresh button there because this game is already going on. Okay, so this is the game that's coming on tonight. So it shows you what he's done the last 10 games. Let me zoom in. So this guy has went under 1.5 assists the last 10 games. So this right here saying that he's failed to exceed 1.5 in 10 straight games. So I might see something like that. I'm like, cool, let me put that on the slip. Then another thing I like about Outlier, it shows you the matchup. It shows you who they're playing. This is not today's game. This is Sunday. So yeah, they playing Indiana. It shows you their rank. So this team allows 26.2 assists a game. They're ranked number 18. That's overall. And then you can break it down to show you by position. So he's a center. You can break it down. So they rank number 5, allowing 2.6 for centers. You can do injuries. You can find out who's injured. So like I said, I'm still learning stuff like from this one. So he has failed to get a block in the last 6 out of 7 games at home. Like I'm starting to get into straight bets a lot more. So like I might do that as a straight bet. TJ McConnell has failed to exceed 12.5 points in 5 of the last 6 home games. I've been using Outlier as well all year. I think I signed up with the 7-day promo code. I mean, free 7 days. Oh yeah, it's so in depth that you can take I don't know how to do it on the computer. I don't know how to do it on the computer yet, but you can like say if he got a teammate who is injured on the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is injured. You can do it where you can take it and show you how he performs without Brandon Ingram in the game. I don't know how to do it on here. Let me see. Take it easy and good luck with your bets. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the like. Thank you for subscribing. It really helps the channel. Let me find out how to do. Yeah, it's a way to see how this player performs without certain players. I just don't know how to do it on the laptop. Is this it? Sort players. Yeah, this one of them tools that you just got to play around with, because one day, like I say, I just was just looking at the player props that they had on the screen. I messed around and found these filters, and I think that first night I did that, I hit for something. Because what I did props. I know what it was. It was first quarter points. You go to hit rate. That's what I did. Okay, I'm about to come back in. I'm about to I'm about to come back in. So right here they got Sengun under 4.5 points. His last 5 games, 80%. Last 10 games, 90%. Let's click on that. So right now we got it on the last 10 games. His average is 2.8. His median is 2. So he usually goes under 4.5 in the first quarter. But like I say, a broke clock is right twice a day. So on this game of versus Golden State, he hit 6. But if you're going by just the data and his pass, this is a good bet. So I'm about to see if I can bet this on Fliff. This gonna be the last thing I show you. My son's starting to trip out on my daughter now. I got a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old. Let's see what game that is. NBA. Player props. Player first quarter. So yeah, on Fliff, they got him at minus 160, and they got the over at plus 105. So they're saying that, hey, he don't go over 4.5 that much. But if you're willing to bet, if you're willing to risk that money, so I show you in real time. So if I was going to bet $5 on him going over 4.5 points in the first quarter, I would win $5.25. I don't want to take that risk. So let me clear that, delete, and go under. Like I said, I'm starting to do straight bets more because the parlays have been kicking my ass. So you bet 5 to win $3.12. Or should I just try to find somebody else to pair him with and just hope that it work out? Fuck it, I'm just running. So I'm betting 5 to win $3.12. So as you can see, I'm winning $3.12 just because the odds of this happening are more likely to happen. As you can see by looking at Outlier, he has went under 4.5 in the 9 out of 10 times the last 9 out of 10 last games. Now a broke clock is right twice a day. I know y'all remember those analog clocks. If it stopped at 1 o'clock, it's gonna be 1 o'clock a.m. It's gonna be 1 o'clock p.m. So a broke clock is right twice a day. We betting over and under. You only bet what you can afford to lose. And on this play right here, Sangoon under 4.5 in the first quarter, I'm taking that risk. I'm taking that risk to win $3.12. Let's look at Dabble. One more thing. Let's look at Dabble. Dabble has stepped up too. Like Dabble has different, you got esports, you got the English Premier Soccer League, you got NBA, college, football, NFL, NHL. Let's see what they got for UFC tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around this whole time. I didn't think anybody was gonna watch. This was my first time doing this type of stream, so the fact that you was on here forced me to keep going. So they got Pierre Rodriguez and Kobe Covington going over their takedowns. These are the different data points. I'm gonna start doing more of these streams. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. I'm out.